Today in Brawl Stars, there's a lot to check out, including clues with the newest Brawler releasing in the game. Not Ziggy, the other one. No, because there are going to be two Brawlers in the next update, of course. Which also happens to have a collab. So yeah, here's something made by Carbon Tie, which is really cool. Here's some collab ideas. Look at this. You got Colt from Plants vs. Zombies with the pea shooters. That is very funny. You know, there is a PvZ inspired Rosa skin in the game, so yeah, who knows, we'll see if it gets released. Then you got Geometry Dash here, which probably not gonna happen realistically. They don't have that much to work with here with Geometry Dash. Like, come on now, you don't have like characters with their own personality and whatnot. You get the point. You get why this wouldn't really work. You got Temple Run Rico, which would be really funny. He's now the monster, and you got the Temple Run little totem right there. You know, that looks like this. So yeah, that's awesome. You also got Bloons TD 6, a game that I don't play at all. So yeah, I don't know who this is, but it looks like a little monkey because it has monkeys and stuff. Alright, you also got Avatar The Last Airbender for Chester. Chester with the little bunny right there, and that is genius. If that bunny thing creature does exist in the Avatar universe, then that right there is absolutely fantastically thought out. Like, the little ears resembling Chester, like, that is amazing. You also got Mega Knight from Clash Royale, obviously, which is not going to be the collab for the next update, but it might, because Clash Royale is booming right now. They're doing a lot of stuff, so maybe more Clash Royale skins would be very much appreciated. And then we got One Piece here, One Piece Edgar, which would be fantastic. A anime collab would be genuinely amazing, but I'm not sure if we're getting an anime collab. Probably not, realistically speaking. Plants vs. Zombies, though, out of all of these, like, comment down below what you think is the most probable out of these, but to be honest, I don't think it's really gonna be anything else apart from Plants vs. Zombies. I feel like that's the most probable. Oh, look at this. A little idea here. Battle Buddies, made by the same person. Brian Diab, Carbon Tie. Nice. Little battle buddies that help you in the game. Look how cool this is. Little Mega Pig, little Amber Flame. Finally, it has a purpose. Chester Box, Colonel Ruffs type of thing. I don't know if that is a magical spell from Clash Royale. And then what else do you got here? So what do they do? Well, Battle Buddies offer a new way to play by aiding in battles. Launch them into the battlefield and they'll attack on their own. Huh. So you control them manually in their ultimate ability and level them up and stuff. They have different levels. That's nice. That would add some depth to the game. I'd enjoy it. They're probably not going to do it though because they got hypercharges to add and stuff. You get the point. Look at this little concept idea. Mega boxes and ultra boxes and omega boxes being able to be claimed like this from the shop, and you'd actually keep some of the season points you'd get, and then you'd be able to spend them right here. That'd make a lot of sense, bro. That'd be awesome. Like, think about it. That'd be great. But here's the thing, though. The reason these season points actually exist is to give more tryhard players a reason to play every single day throughout the season, which is miserable. But hey, you play every single day and you get these. But being able to like save them up makes you not really want to play every day, because like you're chilling, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Ultra Box being 3,000 makes a lot of sense. You'll have to see it though. This would be really cool to see. Maybe they could release this and like make them more expensive. I don't know, but I would like to see this in game 100%. Oh yeah, also the second kit challenge is live, just so you know, until August 4th. So you got Mariano Kit. Don't let me catch you slacking on Mariano Kit, alright? Yeah, that's what I thought. Mariano Kid is the GOAT. Because this cat right here unfortunately passed away. Which is something they don't mention in this post. But that's actually the lore here, if you didn't know. So, respect Mariano. R.I.P. Mariano. But at least Mariano's in the game as a skin, which is really, really awesome. So, you'll also be getting, you know, the star drops and the 300 bling. You know how it works. But these skins, from what I've seen in game, they don't last forever. Like, they're actually exclusive from what I've seen. I'll show you that in just a second. Alright, let's move on. What's this? Oh, there is there is something about Ziggy. Can you give any details about Ziggy? I was curious to know if he could be a new thrower brawler. I'm not sure. He's not a thrower. Oh, yeah, so this is Drew talking about Ziggy not being a thrower brawler. If you didn't already get the memo. So yeah, that's pretty awesome to see right there. And it's definitely not going to be a thrower, which is good to know. But since his sketches were still in the very early stages, we generally use a base to understand if the theme works and if the visual effects are going to be interesting. But from here to the end, there will be a lot of interaction. All of that could change, but he won't be a thrower. So, no throwers. Nice. nerf Tick into the ground or delete him. I would want that definitely. Okay, I would absolutely, like, I would be very stoked. So here's the thing about this new brawler. So very special to the Brazilian community, which I'm not part of, but you might be. Look at that. They give us 2 clues. It will be a female oh, hold on a second. I'm reading the wrong thing. Yeah, you start off from this. Fernanda gives a hint about another new brawler in Brawl Stars. This is related to a question in the quoted post about brawlers that might have been discarded. So Fernanda says that like Lily recently, it also happened, that might have been discarded. Like a brawler for the Brazilian community might have been discarded, it seems. Which means that, you know, it could come back at any time. Well, this is some cool news. The new female brawler necessarily. Alright, and you know, Ziggy is, doesn't look like a female brawler, that's for sure. So, you know, the other one could be female to, like, I don't know, contrast things, I don't know. So, just like the questions of the comic, they emphasize the Brazilian community, which is great. Which is something special as well. Wow! It's very likely that the new brawler is Brazilian or speaks Portuguese. Any opinions? I don't know. So, this is something. You got something for the next brawler, which is awesome. And since they revealed Ziggy, they might as well come in and reveal the other brawler as well. You know, I want to be opposed to that idea. But you never know. This is the start of, you know, what the next brawler might be. You know, look at this. So, they might actually release some sort of compensation reward. Like, no joke, they might do that. Why am I saying this? Because in the 3rd phase of the challenge to get the Kit Mariano skin, there are several bugs that make the game mode quite unpredictable and therefore unfair when it comes to making kills. So if you throw the ball at the enemy that is stunned, the elimination will not count on the scoreboard, which is really, really goofy. Although it will appear in the stats at the end of the match. So that right there is really, really bad. Okay, just make sure you're not stunned, I guess. When you are eliminated, whether with basic attacks or super, after the first stun, you cannot be stunned again. Additionally, you recover health instantly. So it seems that everything has to do with stun. The ball continues to bug out when thrown. That is, when you throw it, they can completely veer off and not go where it should. Yeah, there are some clips tied to this, but I'm not going to show you them right now. Let's go back and check out the whole thing with the kit skins, because it's serious. You know how it is. Meow, 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 meow. But beyond that, as you can see here, if you... First of all, there is no new tab anymore, which is annoying. But if you go to kit, which I don't own on this account, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Actually, this is the main account. Never mind. I'm messing around. Alright, where's Kit? Where's Kit? I can't even find it. There he is. Yeah, no cat skins around here. And if they were like any other rare skin, they would have just like appeared here and had the whole timer. You know what I'm saying? That would make sense. But nope, that is not what's happening here, which is sussy. Among Us type of thing. So yeah, just make sure to claim all these skins. Do you have to spend 59 gems? Yes. I mean 58, my bad. Yeah, see, it's cheaper. 58 gems for these 2 skins is great, because you get a lot of value, because there's 2 of them for 58 gems, you know, not just 1, but 2. You got Tabby Kitty, Tabby Kit, no, leave me alone, Mortar Meg, I don't like that one. Yeah, Hypercharge Unleashed is still here, and yeah, here's the Kit Mariano challenge. So the volleyball is the main problem here, unfortunately, or the dodge brawl. They said stage 3, so it's dodge brawl, I suppose. Alright guys, smash like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one, my friends. Peace out, and have a great day, and bye-bye!